What was the War of Elves and Sauron's true impact on elves? Imagine a conflict that changed the course of history for the elves forever. That's what happened during the War of the Elves and Sauron, which took place from the year 1693 to 1701 of the Second Age. This war was sparked by Sauron's deception about the Rings of Power. When the elves discovered Sauron had secretly forged the One Ring to dominate all other rings, they quickly removed their 3 rings to keep them safe. Sauron saw this as a betrayal and launched a military campaign demanding the return of all rings, claiming the elves had no right to create them without his knowledge. The fighting was fierce, and Sauron's armies destroyed Eregion, one of the greatest elven kingdoms. The city fell after years of battle, and much of Eregion was left in ruins. Celebrimbor, the master craftsman who made the rings, was captured and executed, his body hung as a warning of Sauron's cruelty. This was not just a military loss but a blow to elven culture and art. The war forced the elves to change how they protected themselves. Elrond, unable to save Eregion, moved to a new refuge in the valley of Imladris, which became known as Rivendell. This became a safe haven for elves and a center for preserving their culture. The war also taught the elves a hard lesson about Sauron's treachery. Their 3 rings, which Sauron never touched, became their salvation. By refusing to wear the rings once they learned of Sauron's deceit, the elves kept themselves free from his control. This decision helped them survive longer and maintain some of their power. The war also showed that even the elves, despite their wisdom and strength, could not stand alone against Sauron's armies. They needed help from dwarves and men, especially the Númenóreans, to push back Sauron's forces. The intervention of these allies was key to Sauron's defeat and his retreat to Mordor. This conflict marked a turning point in elven history. The destruction of Eregion and the loss of Celebrimbor ended the age of elven craft and innovation. The elves began to withdraw more into hidden realms, becoming more isolated from the wider world. Their influence waned, and they no longer played as active a role in Middle-earth's affairs. The 3 rings became symbols of their survival and preservation, but they also tied the elves' fate to the One Ring. As long as Sauron held the One Ring, the elves could not fully use their rings without risking his wrath. From a broader view of Middle-earth lore, this war was a major turning point. It marked the beginning of the decline of elven dominance. Though they survived, their power diminished, and their role in shaping the world lessened. It also proved that even beings of great age and wisdom could be outmaneuvered through treachery. The forging of the Rings of Power, meant to protect and preserve, instead led to conflict and sorrow that echoed through ages.